All right, nice and lovely people, you're welcome to another edition of Solid Chat with Mr. Zico, okay? Last episode was awesome. And today, like we usually do, I have a big fish on today's show. A man I respect so much, a legendary musician, yes, you can take that from me. And I don't know how he was able to make it very early to the studios today, considering the nature of things in Lagos and in the whole nation generally. You know, no fuel, no money, and all that. But somehow he is here, and we are glad to have him. Let me quickly notify you that Solid Chat Studios is a mobile studio, and sometimes we are very close to the road. In case you hear noise or horns from passing vehicles, please ignore that. It's a mobile studio, okay? I'll be introducing my guest right now, and before I do that, I will take a quick break, and I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Hi, my name is Ngozi Oji. Keep watching Solid Chat with Mr. Zico.
Alright, you're welcome back. Don't forget that you can always advertise your goods and services on Solid Chat. Any information you want the whole world to know about, bring it on. You know, we'll blow it out. Alright, nice and lovely people. I've been introducing my guest now. He's a musician and an entrepreneur. Yeah, I will go into all that later. Let me quickly introduce my guest. If you're not too busy, let's make welcome. Mr. Donatus Ndubisi Okonkwo, popularly known as Don Rich. Don Rich, you're welcome to Solid Chat.
Yes, nice to be here.
Yeah, how did you make it?
Yeah.
The situation in Lagos, traffic.
Actually, I picked an Uber, a taxi. You know, I booked in early enough, so that I will make sure I'm here. Not knowing the way around, I decided not to drive. Yeah, thank God I'm here.
Oh, good to see you. Okay, let's go straight into it. Who is Don Rich? Introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name is Donatus Ndubisi Okonkwo from Nnewi in Anambra State.
Okay.
Yeah, that Don there is from Donatus.
Okay.
The Rich there is Richard. That's my father's name, Ato Richard Okonkwo. Well known Igbo man.
The same Ato Richard
Okonkwo from Nnewi. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the Don Richard.
It's a popular name.
Yeah. So he was Ato Richard Okonkwo. I am Don Richard. Don Rich for sure.
Okay.
A rich man also.
Oh yeah. Now I want to centralize on the Don.
Okay.
Don Rich. So
Okay.
On this show, I will be addressing you as Don.
Yes.
Forget about the other long. So tell us, what was your childhood like? What was it growing up? Were you born with a golden spoon?
Well, like I just mentioned, who my father is, and thank God you've heard about him. Yeah. Without the risk of being immodest, I was born well in a wealthy family, big family.
You know, drink Gary at some point, like people like.
Let's I enjoy drink Gary.
Okay. So still on your family background. Tell us about your parents. Were they strict?
Yeah.
Do you have all the things you needed?
Materially, yes. I say I had, like I told you, it's a very big family, polygamous family, and you know our way now. A lot of dependence on my parents also. My father being the main man. So in fact, he provided for everyone. So we had what we wanted. Yeah. Then the discipline. That he was a former military man.
Oh wow.
Yeah. My mother was a former teacher.
So the discipline. That simply means somehow if you do anyhow you do from job.
He carries on after you. One day I jumped the fence of our house. Immediately I landed, he came out with his gun. He was going to shoot me then. People were begging him up and down. He said this is a monkey. He's only a monkey that jumped fences. You know, people were begging him. He was
indeed a strict disciplinarian. But what do you expect from a soldier?
So that was it.
Alright, so good. Your childhood from you was smooth.
Yeah,
it wasn't really tough.
No, not that tough.
Alright, gentlemen and ladies, you had it from Don Rich. His childhood, he was lucky. Our own wasn't really like that too.
That's life.
Okay, so we are still on Solid Chat and the show just begun. Don't forget to bring that advert, okay? We'll blow it, you know. I'll be right back after a quick break.
He's a wonderful wonder. My name is Tonelabo, the singing preacher, and my father's name is Yod He Wawe. Keep on watching Solid Chat with Mr. Zico. Don't turn that dial because you might draw strength to conquer your place in destiny. Shalom.
Yes, you're welcome back to Solid Chat, and I'm still here with my guest, Don Rich. Don Rich, I'm still with you.
Yeah, I'm here.
Now, let's take it from this angle. What do you do for a living? Apart from music, everybody knows Don Rich the musician.
Yeah.
Apart from music, is there any other thing you do before we now begin to talk about your music career?
As an Igbo man now, I'm a businessman.
Okay, counting money.
Yeah, counting money. Yeah, really counting money. See, and actually, I'm not based in Nigeria.
Okay.
You know, for a long time. You know, I started traveling from a very young age. I think I left Nigeria at the age of 19. You know, that was to Gambia with electronics, televisions, all those things. From Gambia, Senegal, Mali, Guinea-Bissau, you know, we supply things where things are needed, we take it there. Then finally I ended up in South America, which is where I'm based now, Brazil. And within this time, I've always tried to come back to Nigeria to establish. But then one thing or the other will always happen, and especially robbery cases, you know. I have a lot of robbery attacks in Nigeria. That makes me always leave the country. But now I've come back again, 1 year in Nigeria now, trying to make it work for me now. You understand? And for us.
Yeah, you've had him. Now he has come back, and he's gonna make things.
And I'm gonna stay.
So let's dwell on your music career now. A whole lot of people have asked me a whole lot of questions concerning where this Don Rich, where this Don Rich. You know, it's good you have explained to our viewers your movement, okay, and where you reside. Let's talk about your music. At what age did you start singing?
Well, I will not say I started singing from when I was in the belly like most musicians.
yeah.
But actually, when I was a kid, I loved music. Okay. I was a dancer. That was during the era of electric boogie, is it?
Maybe you do some steps later, but
what I do now is skanking. I do reggae now.
You still have the energy.
I do. Only that I've changed style into reggae. I'm putting my energy into skanking reggae music, you know. And I'm a good skank man also. So from that, I went to competitions, even amusement park here in Lagos. I did some dance competitions, you know. Then the music thing, my father didn't like it. My mother too didn't like it. In fact, they stopped me from anything music. You know, that time everybody believed that musicians are that are wayward people and things like that. That was that era. You know, even football, you remember how we were beating where we got to play football. So that's exactly what happened. They stopped me from the music thing, you know, so I had to face my education. After my education, I left the country doing my business. So it's actually now that after being much relaxed in life, I decided to go into the music thing again. You know, the thing I was born with is so it's gonna come out.
Okay, now let me take you back a little. Growing up, you started music. And then, you know, the view of our parents then.
Yeah.
How did they take it? You rightly said that.
Yeah.
Parents didn't see musician. They always see a musician as they never do well.
Yeah.
So what was your case as regards to parents?
Exactly. That's what happened. They refused. There was a time I left. We lived in Nnewi, you know, in my village. There was a time I came to Lagos. I had some friends. They were musicians, you know, Rastafari. Yeah. So we were on the street of Lagos I was carrying their guitar. They are big boys, 2 Low for 0. One of these Nigerian band then. You know, we're on the street. One woman from my village saw me on the street with these people. She traveled to the village to tell my parents. Yeah, that was where the music thing stopped.
Wow.
Yeah, my father said, if I catch you again, that was where it stopped, really. That was what put a stop to my music.
How did you scale through? How did you manage to continue?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now, I decided that I've always been in touch with music now, musicians now. I have a lot of musician friends, you know. But now, since the thing is still there and it's still pushing me, I've decided to come in there. But now I've changed type to reggae, no more disco or rap because of the message I have to give.
Don Rich, how do you get your song? Some musicians will say when they are sleeping, the angels will come and sing to them. Some say from experience, some say things happening around them. What inspires you?
Yeah, actually, there is a combination of all these things you just mentioned.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you do, if you are really talented, if you got talent for music, you will hear songs. Even as we are now, I could be hearing songs.
So you hear songs?
Understand? I hear songs.
Wow.
Yeah, I hear songs. Even in dreams, you know. And the environment, with much experience now, much travel and things, you know, one got to. I write also.
Wow.
Let me say for hobby, I've written for some radio plays before, you know, to BBC and things like that. So
But
when you
before
write,
we continue, can you please clarify this? Was there a rumor that you are into modeling too?
yeah, I did some modeling in Brazil.
Wow. Well, nice and lovely people, you see that my guest today, Don Rich, is all in one, a man of many parts, I can tell you, okay? Now, let's continue, Don. Do you have role models? Role models? And if you do, how did they influence your personality?
Yeah, role models, living or dead? Both living and dead. Yeah. Sure, of course. Like I told you, okay, one thing I didn't mention is that I'm a reader. I'm an avid reader. I love reading, you understand? So I lead a road. So I've read a lot of people, of recent people like Mandela, people like Mahatma Gandhi. These are the kind of people, their philosophy is what I follow, you know? Yeah, peace, justice, equal right, which is what Rastafari stands for. Also, you know, that's why I'm a Rasta man, you know. But mine no dread.
But which you're a Rasta man.
Yeah, I'm a
because
Rasta
you've been
man.
mentioning, I've been hearing you say Rastafari.
Yeah. I'm a Rasta man. You know, you don't have to be dread to be a Rasta man.
You call
It's
it
a defined conception
article Rasta.
of the heart. Yeah,
Is it
that is what I
consciousness?
am. Yeah, consciousness.
Okay.
All right, justice. You know, that's what we fight for. So my role models are still in that same line. Talk of Bob Marley. Talk of Peter Tosh. Then the other guys I mentioned, you know, every man that believes in justice and fights for justice, just like Fela and Nicola Bokuti, yeah, these are my role models, you know. Yeah, and I wish I could continue from where they stopped.
Okay, now let's, Don Rich, let's go off music small.
Okay.
Because take it or leave it, we are all politicians in one way or the other.
Yeah, man is a political animal.
Yeah, man is a political animal. Then Nigerian politics, what is your take? You see how things are going. If you are to advise the government, what would be your advice?
If I should, like I already told you, I've traveled to many countries. You know, I've seen different ways and different times. I think what actually is bringing down Nigeria is not necessarily bad policies. And our problem here is the massive corruption. It bites into everything in Nigeria. You know, the president is there at the head, even if it's not corrupt. What of the ministers? If the ministers are not corrupt, what of the governors? If the governors are not, what of the local government chairman? You know, the money, you release money, you saw in many cases now, money to buy weapons to fight insurgents, for instance, billions of naira. Before that money will trickle down to the last office that will do this purchase, that money has gone by. 80% of that money have gotten lost.
Wow.
So I think what our society needs is really strong, what do you call it, judiciary first of all, and prisons. People should be sent to jail when they break the law. In fact, simple and short. Yeah, give people jail terms. Give them 10 years, 14 years, 15 years after forfeiting whatever they've taken, and these things will reduce. I've seen it in many countries. That's what they do. There are some countries that execute for corruption. People like China and some parts of Indonesia, they will execute, they'll kill you if you are giving contract to execute. This road, you're going to build it in 5 years. You didn't build it in 5 years, you could die for it. Yeah. But I'm not asking for everyone to be killed for it, but let's have a system where anybody that breaks the law goes to jail.
Wow.
And stay away from the society, and let's see if I think
let's have a system where anyone found guilty of
is punished.
Is punished.
That is it.
And that is coming from my guest,
but that is impunity. That's actually what we suffer from in this country.
All right. So now we are aware that you recently dropped a new single.
Yeah.
But before we talk about the single, do you have any plans for collaborations with our local artists here?
Sure. Any serious reggae artist? Oh, serious band. Like I told you, I just came. You know, yeah.
You just got back.
Yeah,
like they say, just got back.
People don't speak. I speak Portuguese. I speak Portuguese. I speak French.
I am just kidding.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we can do that one. Okay, I just got back.
I just got back.
So,
All right.
yeah. Nigeria is really trying, though the reggae is not really the in thing in Nigeria, but that doesn't mean we cannot make it the in thing. You know, I see people like Pato Ranking, though what he does is dancehall, but dancehall is a branch of reggae music.
Yeah.
You know, there are artists in Africa, Tiken Jaffa Koli, Alpha Blondie. You know, I've met these guys before. So now that I'm ready for music, I think this guy be kind of path I will be looking into. You know, or is Willie Key. I don't know how far about him now in Nigeria. This is one of the guys that dropped serious. I follow him. We are friends on Facebook. But we've not really talked about music again. I used to dance for him. That was the time I danced for all this. You know, I don't know if you remember that. Yeah. So now I'm back. I'm gonna come out.
All right, nice and decent people. So far it's been fun on Solid Chat, and I still have my guest. Like I said, a man I respect a whole lot, Don Rich, right here on my hot seat. Okay, I will take a quick break once again, and I'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Hello, this is your boy Samson from Boston, USA. Keep watching Solid Chat with Mr. Zico.
All right, you're welcome back. This is Solid Chat with Mr. Zico, and I have my able guest, you know, a big fish, like I always say, Don Rich, seated here on my hot seat. Okay. Don Rich, I'm still with you.
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, so I listened to a new song you just dropped.
Yeah.
Them no go fool us again.
Yeah, them no go fool us
again. And I listened to it. I could feel the aggression, the anger, especially when it comes to our pattern of politics and the way we have been actually fooled.
Yeah.
So
many times.
Tell us about the song.
Yeah, that song is my way of adding my voice to the ongoing situation in Nigeria. You know, we've been fooled and divided by many sentiments like religious, tribalistic, ethnicity, and things like that. So what I'm trying to tell the people now is that we've been fooled for long along these lines. It's time now we take our time to look at the candidates that are up there. I'm not saying you must vote for this person or this person, but be critical.
Vote wisely.
Judgment, vote wisely.
So let me quickly add that when you say vote wisely, some people get offended. It begins to look as if wisely is the name of one of the countries.
If there is a wise man, if who the cap fits, let him wear. Okay. Yeah, if there is any of them that this is suits,
okay,
and the other ones are the ones to choose, then you will do the right thing. You know, look at this guy's track record. Their fitness, not only physically, mental fitness also, all these things are necessary to get a country like Nigeria. You know, so look at these guys, the front runners, all of them anyway. Then choose your candidate and vote wisely. That is what the message. Yeah, don't let them continue playing us against each other with religion and tribe and even money. You understand? Yeah, it's time we wake up.
Yeah, he is saying vote wisely. Consider fitness, mentally and track record.
Yeah. What has people been before? What have they served under, whether governor, whether minister or what? What was their record? What happened? Well, you know, these are the criteria we should use to choose who our leaders is going to be.
Thank you, Don Rich. Good advice there. So the ball is on your court. Okay. Now that song, I watched the video also.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it out?
Yeah. Fire Media.
Fire them Media.
Yeah,
all right, you had that from me.
Fire them Media. Yes, it's online. It's Instagram. You can follow me on Instagram. Don Richard Okonkwo. YouTube Don Richard Okonkwo. Facebook Don Richard Okonkwo.
Wow. So that means it's easy to get.
Yeah, it's easy to get. You can watch the video.
All right. So let's still talk about the song. You shot the video in Lagos.
Yep.
And the song produced here
in Lagos. Yeah.
Because when you begin to say I've been to Brazil, I've been to Canada, well, begin to think that
maybe
some of these things you.
We are still going to do those ones.
But our environment is good.
Yeah, our environment is good.
The video I watch is fantastic.
Yeah, I know my music is for the people on the street anyway. No packaging. I don't need any package. Say big man or this thing. No,
okay,
now
one man. Don Rich, having released this one, what's next? What next are we expecting?
Yeah, I still have another music on some tracks.
You are in the studio
already.
Right now?
I'm in the studio right now.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll be hearing about the Poor Man Feel It another social justice song.
You dwell on social.
Yeah, that is what I want to do. Yeah, I've told you my role.
The voice of the
voiceless. I want to add my voice to one of the voices of the voiceless.
Wow.
That is my intention.
Wow.
So help I Jah.
Yes, I. So you've heard it from Don Rich. The song "Them No Go Fool Us Again." That's the title, right?
Yes. So
it's out
Them No Go Fool Us
on
again.
all social media platforms, and he is saying that is his own way of adding his own voice to the unit, to the crisis, to the situation we find ourselves in this part of the world. Okay, and Don Rich, I want to. You've told me you are open for collaborations.
Yes.
So you are willing to work with.
Yeah.
Now that you're back.
Yeah.
You're willing to work with our
local artists.
Okay, let me quickly talk about your family now. Tell us about your family. You married?
My immediate family.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm married. I'm married to a very beautiful woman.
A very beautiful
sons.
woman.
Yes.
Oh, 2 sons.
Yeah. I got
Wow.
2 big boys. Yeah.
Wow, they're all in Nigeria too.
They're in Nigeria. Yeah.
Wow. So, it's obvious you're a very busy man.
Yeah.
Studio today, show tomorrow.
Yeah.
But in all that, how do you relax? How do you make out time for your family?
My wife is a worker. My first son is away in the university. The second one is taking his APC. So most of the times we are all busy in the house. In fact, so in the night we all come together and catch as much fun and sleep as we can.
How do you
Then
relax?
the following day,
What do you
my
do
music
when
mostly.
you relax?
Yeah, I listen to songs and I
Okay.
read books, or I'm writing something. That's the way it is. Then when the sleep comes, I just sleep. I meditate also. I'm doing meditation. So,
Okay, I have always done this on Solid Chat, and it's very important. The essence of this show is to educate the listeners and the general public, so to say. Then, what is your advice for the younger ones, the upcoming musicians?
The upcoming musicians, a lot of things have changed. When I was growing up, that time I was telling you, it was the studios that actually contract a singer when they've seen your demo. Now you get paid even before the music is being released. Then you sign some contract. But these days it's the musician that has to fight and sponsor his own songs. I think one of the things I'm interested in, I'm working with some organizations now, is to give this avenue to where musicians will have a panel that will judge these guys' talents, maybe some little competitions and things like that, for them to come out. Then we sponsor these guys to go into the music to showcase their creativity instead of the other way around. It's in Nigeria that I've seen that you even have to pay radio stations for your music to be played. They're not even talking of your enumerations, paying you now for playing music. No, royalties. You are the one who is paying them now. I mean, this is all things we really got to stop. And I will advise our upcoming musicians to add their voices to this thing. Let us complain about this thing, I will fashion out a way, like I said, I'm talking with some organizations we've not really reached any format we are going to use, so that we create an avenue for people to come together and talk about these things. If there is a place we are going to do some peaceful protest, we go there and protest over these things. I think that's the way to go about it, because that thing really has to solve. It's really shocking a lot of guys, they know what to sing, they know what to get. The money you are going to spend, find out upcoming about somebody that, it's really hard on them. So my advice to you is to start adding your voice to the thing, or start complaining, anywhere, no they share. As a musician, add your voice to the thing and say that we are being exploited. Nigerian musicians are being exploited.
Wow.
And let's see where it goes.
Then that brings the issue of unity amongst musicians. How do you see, like if you come to comedy industry, they look more united than the musicians.
What's your take on Nigeria? Yeah, Nigeria, I know of the B-Man performing musicians association of Nigeria. I don't know the state is in now. In fact, we don't hear that from them. All I hear about Nigerian musicians.
They are doing well, headed by my friend.
It's Okoroji.
No, Pretty.
Okay.
Okoroji is on the cusp.
Okay. So I think it's their job to see about the unity of these guys. All I hear about most Nigerian musicians are either quarreling on social media. This one is having this one, the other one is having this one. I don't know if they all belong to the same organization. I don't know. But so far so good. At least Nigeria is a powerhouse in music, especially in Africa. Nigeria is number one, and all over the world we export good music. Even locally and internationally, Nigerian music. So I give Nigerian artists kudos.
All right.
For that one.
That is coming from my guest. He gives Nigerian musicians kudos for exporting music to the world.
Yeah.
It has been fun here on Solid Chat, and my guest, Don Richard, is still seated here. I'll be right back.
He's a wonderful wonder. My name is Tony Labo, the singing preacher, and my father's name is Yod He Wawe. Keep on watching Solid Chat with Mr. Zico. Don't turn that dial, because you might draw strength to conquer your place in destiny. Shalom.
All right, you're welcome back to Solid Chat. Let me quickly remind you again that Solid Chat Studio is a mobile studio, and sometimes we're on a very noisy environment. We don't really care because we are mobile. So that simply means that you have to ignore every external voice, sound, noise, from horns and passers-by. We are mobile. We can come to your place, we can shoot and record at your backyard. That is what Solid Chat Studio does, okay? Don Rich, I am back at you now.
Yes, I'm here.
We've been talking at a point we are becoming very aggressive. Now let me bring the tempo down now.
All right.
Don Rich, what is your best food?
Wow, my best food.
Yeah.
You know I'm an Igbo man now.
Okay.
Apple and
thank you.
Yeah. You talk about that bitter leaf soup and pounded cassava.
Wow.
When
my guests come on Solid Chat and mention this food, I feel like maybe on Solid Chat we begin to bring things like fufu olubi and have a segment where we deal with it.
Then you talk of apple.
So one time of that segment where we dealing with some ofe,
and ofe egusi.
But I do that a whole lot.
Yeah.
I love swallow.
Yeah.
It on Solid Chat.
That makes us strong,
If I have not lifted my finger, I have not eaten.
Yes.
So if you have Don Rich as your guest, please prepare apple and ofe olubu. Don Rich, we have this culture on Solid Chat.
Yeah.
Where we allow our guests to give us proverbs in their local language and explain it for the benefit of those who don't understand. So, do you have any proverb you?
Wow,
Give us
a man now.
Okay, give us.
What the Bible said na onye njenje akarala onye isi awo ihe amara. This is in Central Igbo. Then Nnewi will say na onye njenje ka onye isi awo mara ife. What is he saying? He said that the traveler gets more education than the gray-haired man that sits at home.
Okay, please, can you repeat that? Can you say that again? Onye
njenje ka onye isi awo mara ife.
Okay.
Yeah, it means that a traveler gathers more knowledge, let me say, or education, than the gray-haired man that is at home. That is the old man at home. You understand?
Fantastic.
Yeah, I think this also goes to what the message I come to preach, because after so much travels, I've seen situations that need to be brought to the notice of we Nigerians, especially those that are home, that have not gone out of Nigeria before. We've got to understand that certain things we tolerate here are really intolerable and they are unsupportable. We don't support those things. We shouldn't take those things. Let me give you one instance now. You see what is happening in South Africa. Power outages for some months. The president cancelled a lot of trips. He was always on the camera talking, telling the people that I'm meeting with all the parastatals that are involved in this thing. We are making investigation. He was always there. Eventually, he just declared national disaster law. And this gives him power to go straight and fix this problem by passing every other law. Power outages that has lasted for months only. And here in Nigeria, we've had power outages since I was born.
6 months and nothing.
Yeah, I was born since I was born. I mean that it's not that there is no light there, but they have started taking their light for 4 hours a day or 5 hours. Just the thing we are seeing here. Nigeria at times you have only 4 hours in 24 hours if you do have. But they're still getting up to 12 hours, 14 hours. And that is what is causing the problem. That the light should be on 24 hours is what they are saying. It's not that there is no light in the country. But you don't just take light where people are living. And this is what has been happening since I was born in this country. And we are all okay with it. We are waiting till they make some law about money. And money become cashless because before we start to agitate. all those things we should agitate over them. That's the message.
Wow.
Come on.
You heard it all from my guest on Solid Chat. The man them call Don Richard. Okay. Don Rich.
Yeah.
We are gradually coming to the end of today's show. But before I let you go, are there people you want to do shout out to? You want to remember on this show today?
Plenty people. Oh. First of all, my lovely family. My wife,
wow.
My big sis, my two big sisters,
I'm
my
glad
sons.
you started from your one.
Yeah, for all their support, you know,
Okay.
they've really been behind me all this while. And to all my friends, family, lovely people I have in my life, good friends I've met, man.
Okay.
Yeah, to all of them I say, they're not going to fool us again.
They're not going to fool us again.
This time better must come.
Yeah, so Don Rich, is my pleasure having you.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Nice being here.
And I want to let you know that we still have a lot to discuss with you.
Okay.
And you tell the masses, are you going to honor any other invitation?
Of course, I'm ready.
Of course, Don Rich is ready to come again on Solid
Chat. From here we go forward.
It has been fun here on Solid Chat, and we want to thank you for watching today's episode, and promise you that the next episode will be mind-blowing. And don't forget to bring those adverts, the goods and services you want the whole world to know about. Bring it to Solid Chat, okay? And chat us up. We'll let you know how to do about it, okay? And once again, Solid Chat is a mobile studio. We go around, so whenever you hear vehicle sounds passing, like I'm hearing now. Oh, come on! Don't let that bother you.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes we stand close to the road. Sometimes we're at the market square.
Yes.
So that's what the mobile studio is all about.
It's for the people.
Yeah.
Solid Chat for the people.
It's been fun right here, and before I come your way next time, I want to say, vote wisely.
Vote wisely.
Blessed Lord still. Same.